If you're wondering how to price a project like this, remove, replace and extend 600 square feet of concrete and 1,450 square feet of asphalt, let me walk you through how we do it. We'll break down labor, materials, and what kind of profit you should aim for. This job included removing the old driveway, excavating for extensions, adding gravel, pouring new concrete, and paving of new asphalt. This is how we calculated it. First, labor. We had different crews involved: prep, concrete, asphalt, and trucking. So the total labor for this job comes to $6,000. That covers every worker involved in demolition, prep, installation, and cleanup. Pretty much everyone who had a hand in getting things done. Now let's talk about materials, because that's a big part of the budget too. Concrete, we're looking at 11 yards, which comes out to $2,750. Asphalt, that's 27 tons, and it costs $2,025. Gravel, 35 tons, adds up to $1,400. Then there are dump fees and disposal, which total $1,000. And finally, wire mesh, concrete sealer, rebar, and all the other supplies together add up to $1,200. Alright, so the total materials cost comes out to $8,375. When we add up labor and materials, our combined cost is $14,375. Now how much should you charge? That depends on your gross profit margin. Let's say you want a 30% gross profit margin. Here's the math. You take your total cost of $14,375 and divide it by 1 minus 0.30 to get the selling price. $13,175 divided by 0.70 equals $20,535. So, if you want to make a 30% profit, you need to charge $20,535. Here's where a lot of contractors get confused. A 30% profit is not the same as a 30% markup. If you just added 30% to your cost, 14,375 times 1.3 equals 18,687. That's only about 22% profit, not 30%. So to make a 30% profit, you need to use this formula. Selling price equals cost divided by 1 minus the desired margin. This is why it's so important to know your numbers. If you don't calculate it right, you either lose money or undervalue your work. When we price a job, we try to be fair, profitable, and sustainable. If you're a contractor, don't guess. Build your price on real numbers. And if you're a homeowner, this will give you a better idea on what you are paying when you hire a professional.